Hello friends, welcome back. So making a video after a long time. Now you have seen me using a Samsung Fold 2 maybe a year back on this channel and had done a small review on that phone. Even though I loved the concept of foldables, but due to its huge size of the Fold 2 I couldn't use it for long and I had to sell it. So recently again I decided to go the foldable way by going into the Samsung Flip 4, which is of a much more manageable size. The phone's MRP on the box is written as 1,02,000 rupees, whereas I got it for around 70,000 on a deal. Now let me just unbox the phone and see what is inside the package. Once you remove the phone out of box, you can see you are greeted with the shiny phone. Just below the outer cover there is small box. I do not know why, but most of the modern smartphones, especially from Samsung, do not have a premium packaging nowadays. The experience is rather low. There was a day when unboxing was extremely rich experience, but whereas there is no charger nowadays, no accessories nowadays inside phones, but still the phones are costing like 1 lakh or more than that. Now coming to the phone per se, the phone is wrapped around a plastic sheet. Now let me remove the plastic sheet out of this phone. So let me wrap up the plastic sheet. I usually keep all my small accessories or the pouches during the unboxing with my phone because it will be helpful in selling off the phone easily if I decide to do that in a later period. The phone on handling has a very nice heft to it, and we can easily close the flip with single hand. Now after closing, the shape of the phone reminds us of the old video games that we used to play. The phone after flipping closed, it is very easy to maneuver and hold with single hand. You can see there are 3 mics with the USB port in the top and bottom side of the phone. On the right side of the phone there is a fingerprint sensor and a volume rocker. Now let me switch on this phone. Now you can see that all Samsung foldables, whenever switched on, both the front and the back LCD screens do light up in the initial booting phase. Now after booting up, you are greeted with the welcome message that is common with all Android phones. You push the start button, but usually I do not accept all the toggles that are provided during the initial setup screen. I usually avoid clicking on the promotional messages toggle so that I will avoid marketing messages. Now you are greeted with the connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Once the Wi-Fi network is connected, the mobile automatically searches for the available eSIMs. Now this is a feature I hate in these modern smartphones. I do not like eSIMs because I change my phones a lot, and activation and deactivation of an eSIM takes around 12 to 24 hours for Airtel, and I do not like this feature. I would always prefer a dual SIM tray, but for people who rarely change their phones, it is easy to carry on with the new eSIM approach. Now from the initial setup only, the phone installs most of the updates. Now once the phone is set up, you can see how contrasty and vibrant looking the screen is. Even though most of modern smartphones are carrying Samsung AMOLEDs, but somehow the tuning that Samsung has done with its own screens is commendable. The contrast is so high and the pictures are so vivid and sharp. I don't think any other smartphone company gives this kind of a look to their displays. Now in initial impressions, I am liking the feel of the device. The device is quite narrowed, so easier to hold. The fingerprint sensor could have been slightly lower, and the volume button is slightly higher up to my liking. The 120Hz panel on this phone is absolutely dream to use. It is very smooth, As you can see, the software is up to date with the latest security patch. Even though I filmed this video almost a month back, Samsung is one of the best companies when it comes to software updates. So this was a small unboxing and first initial impressions of this Flip 4. I'll be using it. I'll let you know how I like this phone and whether I'm going to keep it or again decide to sell it off.